Welcome everybody to the Onward VR Master League. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. I am your sole driver in today's journey of Homeland Esports versus Alchemist. We are into the second week of the regular season, and I am super hyped to be able to catch both of these squads duke it out. Homeland Esports, a team that has been around since season 11, as they did make their sort of impact into the VRML last season, coming in and sort of getting an idea of what the league was all about. I'm very interested to see now if they've been practicing during the off season and if they're going to come in here a little bit more focused. If you do look at their previous game that they played earlier this last week, they did beat Ambition 12-3, so they're coming off of a very strong victory. And on the other side of that, Alchemist, also new, but to season 12, so even a fresher squad. I believe even the players, no, excuse me, season 11 mech, the captain of Alchemist was on Error 404. So definitely still some Hounds of Hades coming in from Ninja Salads. The roster consisting of players that have been around since at least season 11, so we're kind of getting a test of teams that have come up throughout at least one season of Onward here. And again, looking back at Alchemist's scoreline in the last week, they played 2 games. They went for a challenge, which is always a little risky early on in the season. They beat Fake 10-8 and beat Atomic Smoke 13-2. They're coming off of 2 strong wins into this matchup. And so I mean, this is just going to be a pretty solid bit of mid-tier Onward battle. I mean, frankly, I don't know what to expect. This could very well be, both of these teams could be teams that we see later on very high in the ladder. Currently, though, they are bronze ranked going into this season. Although I think the MMR is still TBD, so there's opportunity for these squads to really kick out Season 12 strong if they can win their first few matches. Both teams obviously on win streaks, not wanting to end that, and so today's just going to be super fun Onward to tune into. I am stoked to get in to the Homeland Esports Alchemist matchup, and I think we are just about ready to pop in. I do want to dive into our pick bands before we get going. Taking a look at the home band, we do have an abandoned band coming through, and on Alchemist we have Sand. The custom map pool consisting of Sand, USS Quest, and Shipyard. That custom map pool being culled down, but as is the available pool from DPI, abandoned off the charts. And Cargo is where we kick things off, and I don't even have time to give you the title card for Cargo. We're getting right into round number 1 of map 1. Homeland Esports looking to kick off week 2 with a W, just like Alchemists are. After, I mean, both of these teams looking to carry on a bit of a win streak, and already a good start for Homeland Esports. Pero catching one on a cross, an attempted cross at the very least, opens up a lot of room for Homeland Esports to work with, and a great start for this team.
That was barrels, by the way.
Other side of the map, we do have a bit of an early advance from JJ. Pushing up through cargo crates already, nearly pushing in through the middle. This smoke, interesting placement, but not gonna, I don't think exactly where they wanted it. That smoke right where they wanted it. Llama of Death's vision getting cut down, and shots coming in from Mech on the other side as the opposite end advances. Homeland Esports looking synced up on this push as they try and crash around objective. JJ, man, is super close to this OBJ. Luminous is here, as is Ninja Salad, but Ninja's going to rotate around and run into what could be several Homeland Esports attackers, but wow, look at that smoke placement onto Llama, just completely shutting down vision. Illuma Sniper goes down. Objective is open. JJ could rotate, but as the smoke dissipates, Llama catches one. Grenade flies around the corner on the hunt, but can't quite connect. In the meantime, the other side has found success. Ninja goes down. The callouts here. Llama shooting up over the top, and Capricorn secures the round. Pharaoh not fast enough with the code. Homeland Esports kicking off this series with a bang. What a stellar start for them as they come literally guns blazing. Pharaoh 3-0, Capricorn 2-0. Both of those players point attackers there in this assault that came in there from Homeland Esports. Wow, what a solid start again for them. But it is just one round of many, and I'm curious to see what Alchemist's attack looks like. And especially on a map like this, it is important to remember that these rounds are very volatile and fast. You know, depending on the play, anything can happen within the first 30 seconds on a map like Cargo. And especially now with the time limits shortened, at least, on the utility usage at the start of rounds, there's real opportunity for very fast gameplay on Cargo. And I don't think I've watched a Cargo match this season yet, so I am curious to see how those quicker utility plays are utilized. I mean, right away we saw smokes come in at the very start. That's pretty standard. No flashes real early like we saw with beginners on USS Quest just on Sunday. So, you know, I just love catching all of the different tiers of skill within the league. You just get such a variety in gameplay style. Beginners trying to innovate with the flashbang plays, not necessarily working for them as they lost that series. But
just watch. Have your gun ready.
Smokes coming out here early, standard stuff that we're used to, and no real early flashes just yet. We'll see if Alchemist break it out as we get back into the action. Round number 2, map 1.
And then you can flash to a
Oh, and out the gate, Pero connects with Ninja. A quick kill there, instantly fragged. And I don't know if you heard, but they were also talking about these flashes, discussing that they can flash earlier if they want to, but those do not come out from Homeland Esports, and Alchemist is set up into a 4v4. They managed to get the exact same positioning that Homeland had, with 2 managing to cross uncontested, getting rid of a potential tuck-in defender into the back corners. We now go into a setup phase for Alchemist. And that is information. JJ's location known. Llama is looking for the refrag, but JJ is in a bit of an off-meta spot there. Identified there by the gunshots coming in, or the muzzle fire, excuse me. Up through the center, we do have a bit of an exchange. The Luma Sniper goes down to the Kled. Laughing Coffin trying to find Lord Capricorn up to the middle. The Kled maybe onto a flank if they do so. Decide to commit to it, and oh, what a shot there. Threading the needle. Llama Death catches one up over the side. Coffin suspects that Kled's here, and that flash connects. Nobody pushing off of it. Kled completely blind in the center. We're into a 3v2. And wow. Laughing definitely could have had one there, but Kled fortunate to survive another day. Does run into Llama of Death, though, and now Llama's in a bit of an awkward spot as Kled can peek both sides. It's an easy nade. It's a very dangerous spot to be trapped at. Kill there, and Coffin now stuck. Llama of Death still down and could communicate, so he was radioing in everything they could about Capricorn and Grenade's position. That does pay off for Coffin. Catches Capricorn trying to swing out, getting a little bit over aggressive. Kled also beginning their assault as they push forward past their initial cargo crate position. The flank here could pay off, and oh, they don't even need a grenade magnet. Finds it with the AK-74 as he tries to retreat through the doorway. Homeland Esports hold on to a defensive round, but a good assault coming through from the likes of Alchemist. Definitely hungry for a round here. It's important to remember the format of how this all works if you are new. Homeland Esports, as the home team, gets to ban first. Alchemist then bans the second map. Homeland Esports then picks the first map. Alchemists then choose what side they want to start on, whether they want to attack first or defend first. Second map is chosen by Alchemist, third map chosen by Homeland Esports. And after 2 rounds, we switch objectives. So the objective changes location. Each objective is both defended and attacked by each team, and that is Onward in a nutshell for you. And this is me in a nutshell. What do you guys think? Thank you. You can stop clapping in your rooms, as I'm sure you are. A fantastic job. Take a look at the KDs. 4-1 for Pero. Connects with another kill in that round. Lord Capricorn, 2-1. A neutral KD from Llama of Death, 2-2, but everyone else negative so far for Alchemist. But they have found kills, and I think that's almost one of the more important elements here. Alchemist not out of this just yet, and Homeland Esports have to be cautious. They cannot anticipate that Alchemists are going to let this one go. They are on a 2-game win streak, and while they are being tested, I do anticipate Alchemist to put up a good battle.
We got this. Here we go. You have pretty eyes.
A refocusing huddle there to psych everybody up, and it's exactly what they needed to do. Reset, dive into round number 3. Ooh.
Barrel's dead. Barrel's dead. -1.
Yeah, and the
-1.
cross to barrels gets
Barrels
caught.
every time,
No
baby.
smokes coming through. Oftentimes you see defensive utility utilized there to allow that cross. But a big pick again, and what is happening here? JJ, man, flying through the center. Illuma Sniper, sure what is happening with those shots, but doesn't connect. And JJ's trying to play this middle assault, but nothing is working because Mech is picking off everybody that's trying to support JJ, as they are a bit far forward. And the chaotic dive there from Homeland Esports gets shut down. They lose so many so quick. Only Grenade and the Kled left alive in a 2v4. Wow, and a very fortunate team kill.
There's someone on me.
Grenade almost picks up another off of the rotation from Coffin. That would have been detrimental to Alchemist, but they are fortunate that they get the res. Kled, in the meantime, does connect with one and is somewhat aware of the potential of Sniper. Is that a flash? It is, and Kled's blinded from a potential advance. We are just into this quiet hush of a round. Alchemist very close to clipping back a point here, putting up a very important round. And Kled looking to obviously clutch for the team here, put them up 3-1. Sniper finds the trade. Alchemist are on the board. This is not going to be an easy series for Homeland Esports. Alchemist, I mean, that round was huge for them to secure. If they picked that up, it would have been bad news for this squad. Homeland Esports map pick is a place that they are very comfortable on, as they wanted to go to this they wanted to go to Cargo. Obviously, they have plays in place, as we saw some great smoke utility come in so far. But Alchemist doing a great job of shutting down what was a very aggressive send there from JJ. And you can see 0-3 in comparison to the rest of the squad. I think that is because JJ is that loose cannon, so to speak, in their arsenal as they send out very early into the attacks. It's a play that I've seen work in the past from very high-level teams, where they try and slip through the cracks of a defense, try and find that one path that is not covered by all of the angles from that defense. And what it takes is really good smoke placement and a bit of chaos. And they were certainly close to sowing that on their attack there. Homeland Esports were looking for a potential cap, but Alchemist just shut down that aggression. A little counter aggression paying off. I think Mech found 3 on their push up, and so very solid job. A shout out to everyone that is new tuning in the chat. I always love to see new folks dropping by. Be sure to root on your favorite squad. I see a lot of Homeland Esports fans tuning in. Love to see that. Next map, I will try and get predictions up, but we gotta worry about the map in front of us here as we get back into the action. Round number 4 kicking off here. Alchemist on the attack. And no early... I stand corrected. Pero catching out Ninja Salad. There wasn't any early picks, but they lose one. And an advanced position from Pero really pays off. They nearly connect with another. This is a very aggressive Homeland Esports defense. Another going down. Pero's going to continue the assault Coffin. Llama of Death shuts it down. Mech catches out the Kled. And just like that, the esports aggression, the Homeland esports aggression gets shut down. Alchemist have the ability to drop back here, resurrect Sniper. He was only downed, not fully killed, and so a bit of a syringe will work there. Mecha catches JJ down on a rotation. Alchemists are in a great space here to take back around and tie this up. Maybe even look for a cap opportunity, which would put them in the lead. It doesn't give them the map. And they do still have to cross a very tough defensive angle here. Lord Capricorn has a fantastic position here. They don't actually need to be peeking out as much as they are. But they may catch Sniper on the rotation, so it does pay off. Down goes Sniper. Try to even the odds just a touch.
One left side on me.
Oh, and a fantastic snapshot coming through there from Lord Capricorn to be radioing that in and then snap onto that angle, even suspecting another on the corner. A huge pick. Absolutely massive. Llama of Death is here. Grenade Magnet is aware of it. Capricorn's getting peeky. Mech could be the killer here. They peek out through the center. They catch that lone defender, and now it is all up to Grenade Magnet, who is playing very passively, waiting for the cap attempt to come through. They could miss entry into that objective crate, and they can cap inside. Mech, I don't think can cap on the other side of the crate. I could be wrong. I don't think they can cap there. Yeah, he has to go inside the crate to cap. And Magnet is watching for toes. Looking for any sort of toes peeking off the edge. And he's not going to spot this. Magnet not on the rotation. Mech has to call for, if anything, a pause from Llama of Death. This is looking like a cap opportunity, and Llama of Death goes down. Magnet feeling confident that he's prevented the assault, but he has not. Mech is here punching in the code. How long will it take? Not long at all. Alchemist lock in 2 points as Mech finds the lead for their squad. A rough start to the series puts now the Alchemist in the lead, 3-2. And this is what this series is going to be, a very wild back and forth. Both of these teams, again, coming off of wins from last week. Alchemist off of 2. So their first win actually pretty close also. Maybe a little bit of inside info there, proof that they can come back or stay in games that are close. And Homeland Esports did have a very solid win in their first game, and obviously a great start here. Coordination was on point in those first 2 rounds, but obviously that cap tough to have come through. When you're the last defender, you really do have to sort of scramble all around objective. You don't really have the luxury of staying tucked in, and sometimes you learn that lesson the hard way. That's what we saw happen there. Either way, a solid bit of back and forth that we're in for map 1, and now Homeland Esports on the back foot. They do not want to lose, or from the diaphragm, they do not want to lose their map pick. And if they do, Alchemists then get to choose the next map. They have the lead. The level of comfort is insane, and oftentimes we do see teams trading in their respective map picks. It does happen where teams will actually lose. You know, Homeland Esports could lose here, but Alchemist could very well lose their map choice as well. It's all down to coordination and picks, and you know, I'm not counting Homeland Esports out yet. I'm sure the fans at home aren't counting Homeland Esports out just yet, but Alchemist have rallied together here in this comeback and are looking to snag the map out from underneath Homeland.
You fucking go and die on that.
See what we get as we pop into round number 5. And there's the first defensive smoke we've seen. I think it actually allows the cross to come through. They do get Laughing Coffin over into that corner position. The real easy out is to nade into that corner. And oh, wow, look at this. Pero's flying through. An incredibly quick reload. Really spending time in the range. Death catching out JJ on the other side as they try and push forward. A bit of a advanced Alchemist defense. Not often do you see defenders up into Llama's position on the corner. Pero doesn't seem to be totally ready for that, but they do. The flash was there. Another goes down as Mech gets picked up. The coordination from Homeland shining here as they attack. Suddenly, it's all up to Luma Sniper, and he lost control of objective. Laughing Coffin is tunneling in. Grenade Magnet goes down. Oh, but what a crazy swing. Is that 3 kills for Laughing? I think it is. Illuminous is here, but Pero caps on objective in the chaos off the rotation. Pero punches in the code. Homeland Esports. Holy cow, this series. What are we in for? This is what I'm here for, I can tell you that. 4-3 out the gate. And I completely not expecting Pero there to be going for that cap. Following the final defender, and wow, what a solid snag from them. If you are savvy and know your maps, you'll know map 2 is going to be Shipyard. So we do get a bit of that custom map taste. Always good to see. But Alchemist map choice here, important to remember, they will be starting on offense. Homeland Esports starting on defense, and some folks believe that there is a defense advantage in that all you have to do is protect the objective. You don't have to seek out enemies, and you know, defending sometimes isn't that easy, as we did see some great assaults come through there from both Alchemist and Homeland Esports. Man, it is... This map's going to be a lot different, I can tell you that. Cargo definitely lends itself to chaos. The moments that we saw on those caps do present themselves on Shipyard, but not as often. Shipyard has a little bit more range. Some of the changes have really opened up a lot of different angles that people haven't explored, and we're seeing some teams utilize them already in the first week, which means that these teams have been playing a lot in the offseason. And I anticipate Alchemist to be prepared to assault Homeland Esports here on their map pick. Backs against the wall for the series. They definitely need to win this one to take us to a best of 3, but we either way play out the third map. And that's enough of me. Into the action we go. Round 1 begins. Oh, and that is a risky peek. Oftentimes an angle held, but Capricorn not watching that line, and Held and Mech get on to the ship, and Capricorn goes down, peeking a bit wide up top. And a great way for Alchemist to start their map pick. Good rebuttal from there, and Pero utilizing one of those remodeled windows on the second floor. Peeking through, catching out that rotation, and still able to hold without concern of Luma Sniper having an angle course, the counter is for Mech to find the long, more straight shot down in, and definitely IDs them on that peak.
Second window, so top floor.
Ooh, and McLeod actually catches out Laughing Coffin. Another goes down, but not before Sniper. Oh, after Sniper finds the kill. Now up to Sniper and Ninja, but they're in a 2v3.
One down on OBJ.
Just huge pickups coming through here. A battle at the roof. And Kled calling out everything from Ninja Salad's rotation here. Man is watching. Pharaoh's watching. Ninja gets clipped but tucks in for a heal. Shots come in from Sniper trying to rebuttal. Those don't connect, and we are into a full-on firefight for this first round. Homeland Esports battling back the assault, and Kled just radioing in all sorts of info here. When you're downed like Kled is, you are not able to move or shoot, but you can communicate. Obviously, it takes a teammate to go and resurrect you so that you can move and shoot, and that's what JJ would be good for, and I think we may see the rotation from JJ onto that res right now. They also might just leave Kled there as a beacon, so to speak, someone that can radio in if the push is coming through. And that can also be beneficial in itself, so they very well might just leave Kled there, not risk going for that res. Oh, but Pharaoh fortunate to survive. We do have to obviously keep our eyes on Sniper, who's working their way up to Pharaoh. Oh, Pharaoh's gonna come flying out right into Sniper's gun. A big pickup. Now it's a 2v1. Kled's still there for comms. And with 2 minutes left, it is now all up to JJ. Kled bleeds out. No more information radioed in from them.
Saw one going to the top floor of that building.
Oh, and JJ actually gets out from under the nose there of Ninja Salad, able to tuck into the bottom floor. So they have a bit of misinformation off of what is a good quick rotation from JJ. Unlikely to expect him on the bottom floor, especially if they have an accurate kill count and know this is the only defender left. It would almost be safe to assume that they can attack with the comfort that this person is on the second story, so that misinformation could be the detriment of this Alchemist assault. Here's all this. Limus on the corner. Not able to ID JJ here, tucked behind the pillars, but both Ninja and Sniper here. Best option is to send both in. But the cap is going to be tough to connect with. JJ is here. Oh, and they connect with one. Sniper follows up, and that's the play. Send one in for bait, and the final one connects. Alchemist with a close 1v1. Lock in their Marsoc round on their map pick. Need more tea. More tea and more water in my life. This game's getting me parched. Action-packed. Awesome back and forth between both of these squads, and I love to just see the battle for the rounds here. I mean, they are thirsty for these wins. Obviously looking to pile up their first few games with W's so that they can come out the gate of Season 12 the highest in the ladder possible. For those unfamiliar, you may see sponsors ticking across to my right here. All those sponsors end up offering a prize pool, or end up creating a prize pool for our top 8 ladder contestants. So the top 8 teams in the regular season ladder after roughly 2 to 3 months of gameplay move on to our postseason tournament. At the end of that tournament, the top 3 teams come away with chunks of that prize pool. Currently, I think recently updated, but now over $5,000 in cash and prizing. That is looking to continue to grow as we add more sponsors on over the course of the season. It's a system we're trying a little bit different than in the past, where we would announce prizes at the end, and instead are going to try and continuously update that prize pool as we get closer and closer to that final tournament, which is what everybody here is competing towards. We'll see how Homeland Esports battle against a little adversity as we get back into the action. Round number 2, and Alchemist on defense. Bit of a risky peek out here for Pero, especially now on this cross. Coffin has the angle. Very quick refrag though from the Clad, and
Nice.
at the very least they get that refrag, so evening the odds 4-4, but they have lost their other rooftop element. The push here seemingly favoring this south side of the shipyard. They don't want to head up over and through that ship.
I do not know if that guy was a full kill or not.
This means they're going to have to root out a Luma Sniper. That'll be their main point of contention. Both Ninja and Mech also seem to have late angles on this cross from the south, so we'll have to see what the plan is. JJ very well could be the guinea pig, so to speak, of the forward push. Should really expect Ninja's position here, but JJ getting scooped up by that.
Down by left, square in this position.
I really do like this angle. It is a good one, but very easily denied by a smoke placed in that gap. And certainly a lesson learned. But Ninja with a big pickup there, and if they hold onto this position, they are going to be a key defender here against this entire attack. Homeland Esports, again, not investing in going around that defender and ultimately going to commit to the push up through the south. I wonder if Grenade is going to actually catch Ninja's sides. They could push up to that smoke, but it seems again like they are intending to push this south side. Capricorn checking the time. Making sure they have enough left to work this push. And Ninja's position, really just a good one, because even if they do push up onto this right side, it's still going to have to be an angle they connect with. And another kill for Ninja Salad in this corner. And certainly off of that one, Capricorn and Magnet are going to be a little bit more cautious. I think they likely assuming that this one's on the roof. Up on the top floor there. But the case is that Ninja's actually on the bottom floor. And you can see Capricorn is looking up there.
If we cross in front here, we're gonna get shot. If we cross this open area, we're gonna get shot by that guy on the ship. Please, yeah.
And Grenade voicing their concern. Ninja, another kill. 4-1 right now. They're looking for the ace, as Grenade is the final left for this Homeland Esports offense. Alchemist looking to put up a 2-0 lead again. Oh, actually, that was Homeland Esports last round, but looking to do a little bit of what Homeland did in map 1. Put up a good early lead. Grenade Magnet obviously looking to clutch in a 1v4. Not sure how easy that's going to be, especially since they don't know it's in position. You know, if we can hear that breathing, also means the enemy can. So even if Grenade does work their way up towards Mech, Mech should hear Magnet's position. Might actually just be a fan. Either way, audio that can queue off to enemies. And still, Ninja's position here, not yet identified. Grenade just avoiding it, barely. Still hasn't seen Ninja there, and oh, it's Sniper who peeks up and catches out the kill. Alchemist with several different cross-firing angles held there. Lock in their second round in a row here on their map pick. And again, I don't want to say that I'm predicting things here, but historically, we have seen teams at this stage lose their map pick. We just saw it happen with, well, nearly lose it, I guess. Homeland Esports almost losing their map pick on Cargo, but Alchemist now in a comfortable lead, and this is where, again, teams can get a little bit lazy, allow for the comeback. This is where Homeland Esports really need to get around on the board. If Alchemist can come out with 3-1, excuse me, 3-0 here on map 2, the momentum is dangerous. And at that point, it really just matters of getting points on the board, because the odds are that you're headed to map 3 and you want to have some momentum going into map 3, and so you know, if you're Homeland Esports, you can't even start thinking that far ahead. You have to focus on just the round ahead of you, just this map. Frankly, because if they do win this map, they lock in the Series W. They will guarantee they'll go up in rank. As I quickly mentioned, we always play out the third map either way. And so even if Homeland Esports wins this map, we still play the third one out. The rounds won matter in calculating how much they go up or down in the ladder during regular season. That's why we have 3 maps. All part of the formula.
It's honestly pretty easy.
Back into the action we go, though. Map number 2 still ticking. Alchemist in a comfortable lead, and Homeland Esports looking to bounce back here as we get into round 3.
To my right.
He's using like the drum mode.
Look at the height variety in this team.
Oh, the G3A1. Not quick spawn, I don't believe.
Oh, and Pero actually
The fucker
forcing
on the far
Sniper off of that roof. I think tagged them in the shoulder, and then Sniper dropped to fall damage and got down to it.
They got spawned behind the.
So it could have been a bit of a faster rollout here for Alchemist. Is going to be paused. I believe they send one for a res.
One right below platform.
Look back at the overhead. There's one headed over there. Mom of Death and Laughing, though, are on the hunt. Very early push up from them. Doesn't connect with much, and Mech
Ground doesn't do shit.
Scoops up the Luma.
Oh, wow.
Arrow getting a little nervous, taking some shots. Grenade Magnet not so
One
nervous.
piece in the warehouse, no confirmation.
Trying to catch Laughing Coffin on that rotation there. In the meanwhile, Loomis has made it to the roof. Very well could be contesting with the likes of Kled soon enough. But it's really just a setup phase still, as nobody's found any early picks. We've seen so many in this series. It feels odd to not have anybody dead yet on either side. Finally, the first down from Lord Capricorn up on the 2-story. Finds one mech. Likely looking for a nade. That doesn't go far enough. Loomis finds Kled. The battle there, as Kled actually tried to rotate off. All sorts of picks coming through here, but still they have this thorn in their side of Capricorn up on this 2-story, and JJ catches one underneath. Coffin's looking for the refrag. Can't quite find it, and I don't know that JJ spotted that rotation there. But JJ definitely in a forward defensive position. A bit unorthodox. Oh, and actually catches Coffin out on the rotation. Suspecting that it was clear. Certainly is not, and now Sniper definitely seemingly aware that there's a potential threat here in this corner. Max still hasn't gone up the stairs, but that seems to be the slow play for them. Keep an eye on this corner. And Mech at the same time. I do wonder if they're going to try and sink their push. Oh, but Mech does find one by not even having to commit to going all the way up. Down goes Sniper, trying to cross out. And we're into a strange 1v2 as Mech has 2-story command, and Pero and JJ probably find themselves in a bit of an uncomfortable position. Pero certainly wary of a entry from what is a very risky one, but Mech can't jump. Yeah, can't dive down. He has to go to the crates and from there jump over that ledge. I don't think Mech will be able to spot Pero from the 2-story. JJ, however, might get caught out here. We're into a 1v1. And now Mech wondering what their plan of attack is going to look like. Still haven't ID'd Pero, and it does look like it could be a jump over the ledge. No, it's not. Ends up dropping down and is going to send it around the corner. Pero's there, and Mech catches the shot, the drop shot off the ramp nonetheless. Alchemist up 3-0 on their map pick right now. A big round there, and Mech clutching it. Good bit of back and forth, some good pickups there from Homeland Esports, shutting down the south rotation. They lost control of ship, and wow, the dive there around the corner. Pero not able to snap quick enough, and I do think dropping off of that ramp made that shot a little harder to track, and so A great clutch there, coming in from Mech, 4-1 after that round, and Alchemist have a comfortable 3-0 lead. Now I have to use this time to give me some water because I am out. So enjoy the chair cast. And now that I am hydrated, I am ready for the next round. Perfect timing. Hopefully everybody else went and got hydrated too, because you don't really want to go when we're into the action. We are certainly on track for a map 3 decider here for this series, but we'll see if Homeland Esports put up a bit more of a battle here on Shipyard.
Wow, that would have been
Round 4 kicking off.
wow.
And yeah, you can hear.
I knew exactly where he was. Saw his gun 5 minutes before he peeked it. Literally should have been my kill too. It's fucking.
Yep.
Where are you going?
And now the hardest challenge presents itself. They have to battle back. Have to persevere and not allow themselves to get tilted. And even if they don't secure this map, have to then come into map 3 focused and ready to try and snag rounds. And you hear the Pero there just reminiscing about not finding that kill. And see what the plan of attack is looking like. So far, Homeland Esports have been very coordinated on their assaults.
On top of 3-story.
Very synced up on the timing of their push across the battlefield when they've made that push, and I do wonder if they'll be able to set up the attack they're looking for here. It is definitely challenging. There's some good shots from JJ, but they don't finish off Mech. And not much safety for Mech where they decide to go. Ooh, JJ has that angle too, and I think Mech here's Pero. Pero looking up top, and they trade. 1-1. Homeland Esports into a 4-4. The roof playing havoc on this defense. Coffin nearly goes down as the Kled really doing well to harass and distract this defense. Enough so that more kills can come through. The confirm from Coffin, but Capricorn finds one. They're still hunting for more up on that top of the shipyard. Sniper finds JJ in the close quarters. Coffin dies to fall damage. Falling off of the second story. C4 up and over, catches grenade. Battle on the roofs and Sniper survives, but we're down to just the 2 here for Homeland Esports with 1 res available onto Grenade Magnet. Alchemist able to prevent Homeland from setting up their attack at the cost of several of their defenders, and Sniper wants to rotate off here. Kled exposes themselves a little bit too much, and that is a pickup. Sniper now maybe a bit more comfortable to rotate back towards objective. Llama of Death has swung as well, and it's all up to Lord Capricorn unless they can find that res on the magnet, and I think Llama has the line of sight. Certainly not safe to be here though, as Sniper has the angle, and Alchemist bounce back from a tough loss in map 1 off of a cap and secure map 2 4-0. A big W for them. Exactly what they want. And we now go to a map 3 decider. Where that map 3 is, I do not know yet. But Alchemist definitely playing strong here today. 2 wins, again, as a reminder, last week they played a challenge and won in that, so they're feeling confident. Definitely an indicator to me that they're feeling confident to take a challenge at the first week of the season. Definitely a risk. If you lose that, you're put into a bad spot, and they nearly did. But they are now looking at a potential 3-game win streak. If they can take this next map, and I don't know where we're headed. It is Homeland Esports map choice. It looks like we're going to be going to a bit more range. Maybe Homeland Esports trying to separate themselves a little bit from these tight quarters scenarios they've been finding themselves in, and going to Snow Peak. Of course, a risky choice in that you are not guaranteed range. Snow Peak has its fair share of close quarters objectives that you have to defend, and so very likely just a map that Homeland Esports is comfortable on. Don't have enough stats to really dig into, as they only have a season under their belt. So I'm not going to read too much into that. I really don't know what their comfort levels are on maps like this, nor do I know where Alchemist are at, but I do know that both of these teams have certainly played a good bit of the maps that they have picked. Alchemist very clearly looking good 4-0 on Shipyard. But Homeland Esports very coordinated still, and they looked good on Cargo when their assaults worked. So on now a map of their choice. They will go on the attack. Alchemist defending, and our first objective right in the middle of the south here, out in the open. A tough one, in my opinion, to defend, really.
They were hoping for a quick, small map. We got the wrong objective here. Let's fucking do this shit. Big hugs. Big hugs. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Either way, Alchemist
Big hugs, boys.
again doing the team huddle, getting psyched up for round number 1 of map 3. And maybe some differing opinions there. You're at Alchemist saying they wanted to go for the quick, tighter quarters. Those potential very close quarters OBJs. And you know, reading into it, I do suppose Alchemist did very well with the range. Obviously, 4-0 there on Shipyard, finding a lot of those early connections. But not necessarily this much range, and the timing's a lot different in terms of when you attack. You have to be a lot more patient on defenses like on this map in particular. Alchemist cannot necessarily afford to invest in a long flank or a aggressive outreach. They have to kind of sit, especially with this objective, around the objective space, and so
okay,
it's going to be a little bit different.
Do you want to
here.
go far right and I'll go left, or do you want to go left and I'll go far right? But it's at the mountains all the way up.
Your call, Cap.
We could go.
You even have a mag in your gun?
Yeah.
It's not there for me. Alright, so we'll split at the mountains up here. All the way up though. Yeah.
And I always do love popping into the conversation. You know, one thing always different if you're not familiar, comms open in Onward, and so if we are nearby, we can hear what anyone else could potentially hear, and so if there were defenders nearby, they'd be able to hear all of these comms. But since Alchemist have not sent anyone out to be overly aggressive on these lanes, it's going to be free and easy rotation here for Homeland. We'll be able to get control of this south side and split at the mountain like Pero was talking about. One will take one side, the other two could go up through the center. Pero drawing shots there, and Blitz and Capricorn hugging tight. little bit farther ahead of their team, almost ready to assault the objective. Llama dialed in through the window. My goodness, that shot does not connect. 1 for 1. Sniper is still here. And I think Blitz sees it. He can't get shots over the Heskos. There is the kill. And now Alchemist have lost everything on objective. Coffin is coming flying in to defend. Concerned about a potential cap attempt and has to challenge right away this defense. Here comes the utility, flashes out onto Blitz. They are completely blind behind that, and Coffin is trying to rotate up. The trouble is Homeland's coordination is here to stay. They found another mech in the meantime, getting flanked completely by Pero. This is definitely a round locked in by Homeland. They come in completely different on map 3 here. That's the coordination that I've seen work for this team. Love to see that kind of sync up on the attack. I was thinking that south push looks a little offset. It looks a little bit too far forward, but once they ran into their fight, it allowed for the rest of the team to continue their rotation in, eventually coming in from the north side, and we saw those kills preventing rotations onto Blitz. And then no hope of really crashing to objective, considering where it is and how it's so in the middle of the open. You have to kind of just sprint and hope nobody shoots you, and that's what happened there. Pero finds the final kill. Everybody but Grenade Magnet getting on the board there. The Cled getting a little greedy with 2 kills, and the perfect start, dare I say, for Homeland Esports. Exactly how they needed to bounce back after losing Shipyard 4-0. Shout out to everyone dropping by. Storm Echo, Crazy Dave, Gun Grip Customs, Grease Factory 16, Blitz popping into chat while they play. Maybe they were, I wasn't paying attention and they subbed in here for one of these maps. Fox, thank you so much everyone for stopping by. I think I also saw some first time chatters. Yeah, Storm Echo in there. So shout out to everyone that's stopping by for the first time. If you are new here, hit that follow button. We do regular broadcasts on this channel. It's not just me, it's other casters as well. And so plenty of VRML action to tune into over the course of the week and weekend. Really appreciate that follow. We're pretty dang close to 3,500, just about 150 followers away, 160.
Yeah.
By the way, hit that follow button. Get notified when the action's happening, and don't miss a cast ever. It's not allowed. You've all signed the agreement by being here. You have to come to every game. Those are the rules. Pero on to defense.
Yeah, I would do that. I don't.
This is one of the aggressive positions I was talking about that you can take. Very early investment here for Pero. And the trouble is that by committing to this sort of aggressive defense, Pero now has to rotate all the way back to objective if there is a quick push up from this east side, which does the intended play here from Alchemist. They're going to likely challenge Cled up in the 2-story, a common position to be. Try and get control of this entryway and, of course, come out through the tunnel here and challenge. And already a good start as Cled goes down. Llama of Death finding that kill. Ninja Salad and Blitz trading. M203 for gunshot, it seems.
I'm down to be traded. I'm down to be traded. You can get me.
And smoke's coming in from Alchemist, indicating that potential push. And this rotation from Grenade is risky. Mech nearly has a line of sight from that flank.
Let's stay low. Let's stay low. Let's stay low.
Fortunate enough that this res is coming through. Blitz is picked up.
Behind us. Behind us.
And chaos unfolding here as this offense splitting the attention of Homeland Esports. And Pero comes in out of nowhere off of a flank to catch one. And looks like they're going to continue to charge towards this offense. Finds another. Can they get the third and final attacker here? Pero clutching here for Homeland Esports with a couple of very key kills. We're into a 1v3 just like that. An Alchemist attack getting shut down from the east. Those are good flashes. Mech completely blind. Chaos, I tell you.
I just killed the guy over here, but I don't know if that was the last guy. I have -3, by the way.
Arrow with 4 at the end of the round. 5-0 total. Homeland Esports turning it on for map number 3. We could see very well a 4-0 swing here. Would be the perfect comeback for them. But it certainly is looking like they are riding momentum off of these few rounds, off of their map pick, off of this reset from Shipyard, and, well, the range very well could pay off. We go to another longer range objective. And I think I'm going to stick with my initial sort of thought that I think Homeland's looking for the range against Alchemist. They want to have these longer range battles because, I mean, they are definitely connecting on some of these picks. The M203 shot there playing off nicely, and we'll see what we get on this OBJ. It's much different than that last one, and not a 360 objective, as you have almost half of the space that you have to cover a wall to your back. So definitely a different style of defense and attack that you'll have to look for here on this objective in particular in the corner. And we'll see what Homeland Esports throw at it as we get back into the action. Round number 3.
I'll take one.
Map 3.
Yeah.
You have an extra. Actually, no, you need it. You need it. You need it.
Guys, guys,
We need to get in position.
do we want
Yeah,
to?
you two. We'll
Wait,
sit
wait.
behind
We want
hangars.
you to wait.
Yeah, so we're gonna
And I'll
sit
double
here.
click.
We're literally
I'll
gonna
be
sit here.
here. When you guys get there, triple click, and I'll double click for you guys to start shooting. We don't have to sit here though. We can move up to like the hill back here, so we're at least ready, so we can start going. Because as soon as they start shooting, we need to go across. And the thing is, we can watch if anyone tries to cross over here.
Yeah.
You can go all the way up. To be honest,
Yeah.
we can go up to the hill.
So just ADS and watch different lanes.
ADS.
What are you, a COD player? Nerd?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, you were. Back in your younger days? Old man?
Yeah.
Just sit here. Just sit here. Yeah. Yeah. Sit back. You don't have to peek. Because if they call it out and they just don't shoot, then they know.
Now we're into the planning phase here for Homeland Esports. Very clearly having a strategy to, what I would imagine is, draw attention to a potential east entry. So I think our 2 defenders on the overhead, 2 attackers on the overhead that are rotating on the south side there, are going to rotate all the way around south, maybe even go through the tunnel and come out on the northeast corner. Either that or they'll work their way up to that northeast pocket where they'll draw attention with gunfire, suppressive fire, try and mimic an assault from that side. It is a common entry point. In the meantime, they're going to send their 3 that are positioned now on the lake to hit from the west with a full sprint across the lake. This, of course, does require to draw the attention of these 2 defenders. Ninja Salad and Laughing Coffin both holding the lake attack. And you can see Coffin's in a position where he doesn't need to check. If there's fire here, you can trust in the defense and avoid even looking over at that suppressive fire. Stay tucked in and perfect and watch the lake. And so this plan, if they don't draw Laughing Coffin's attention, will not work. At the very least, has a limited chance of success. They'll need to kill Laughing Coffin if they don't draw his attention, and it's doable. Either way, you know, Ninja Salad is in a late corner. And so if they do make it across the lake, then it's up to Ninja to shut that down. And if they stay committed to the defense, even after this fire, they'll be fine. And here comes the push. You can see Laughing Coffin there taking those shots right away as soon as Capricorn and Cled and Pero come. Coffin finds those shots, and they tried to coordinate it with the suppressive fire, but again, they didn't draw Coffin's attention. However, Coffin doesn't connect, so this trio is able to get across the lake and now up onto this hilltop side where they're trying to look down. Coffin now is forced to rotate. That suppressive fire nearly connects, and the play is working. This trio has gotten very close. Ninja in the corner is dangerous, though, and they are staying tucked in, allowing this entire offense to push through. Only one.
Damn, that shots.
Very lucky. Cled picked up. And Homeland in a great spot. Flash comes up and over. Coffin caught out, and Pero connects on their shots. The push is coming through. Mech on the backside runs into trouble. A Sniper and Llama paying attention. This is the map here. If Pero punches in the code, Sniper comes flying around off of those shots. A fantastic rotation from them. Cap catches another, and now it's up to Capricorn to punch in the code, but they're not doing it. Here comes Tablet out. This is the map. Llama rotating back, and the kill comes in. Wow, what a bit of chaotic lack of communication, but still great play from Homeland. Several times they could have capped those shots inside objective from the enemy gun, a clear indicator that someone's there, and force that rotation from Sniper to get those kills. A series of mishaps on what could have been the map, but still a point for Homeland Esports. And yeah, they are looking very good. And that's right, Blitz was a sub. I was correct on that assumption. I see JJ in chat. First time chat, appreciate you. Donkey Lord also coming in first time chatter. Shout out to everyone stopping by, chatting it up. I do like to see new faces in the old Twitch chat. Be sure to follow, like I said before, and catch more of the action. Either way, a stellar map 3 for Homeland Esports right now. They are obviously on map point, series point here on this next defensive round. And we'll pop into the comms of Alchemist at the start of this year, at the start of this next round, to see what they're chatting about, because I am curious what their mentality is right now. They've had a tough cargo series that they nearly secured against Homeland Esports, which if they had would have put them with the series dub. They then 4-0 on map 2 and are now scoreless here on map 3. They really do have to focus, and they get a quick spawn up into the action.
88, 31, 338.
You know, it seems the huddle may be becoming a universal thing with teams, at least both with Alchemist and Homeland. We are seeing it, and again, there could be some very early connections here. And that gives away the spawn, but it's worth it.
One down.
Finds a kill.
One down. They're all on objective.
A very big start. And actually, to the point, they have some very good lines of sight here. They know that there's several on this right lane. One tucked into objective. Oh, and another pickup over the top. Another goes down. Llama of Death. Alchemist bouncing back Just like my throat. From a tough round, couple of rounds really, are now looking at one single defender on objective. I wonder if they're considering a cap here. They could invest in mech, pushing down into the objective space and getting into that cap's range, but Grenade definitely going to be first to defend and last to die. As mech connects, a very quick round, a great use of the fast spawn Alchemist. At least get on the board here for map 3. Maybe the start of a comeback too if Homeland Esports aren't careful. Where do we go to our next objective? Inside to tight corners. A very different style of gameplay than we've had these last 2 objectives. And that's why I like this map so much, because of the diversity that you get. It does have such a great range of long-range battling spaces, long-range angles, and obviously the tight corridors that are the tunnels and mountain trench, if you will. This one's also a fun one to watch. It really does require a good synced, coordinated push. The good attacks I've seen invest in sending 1 or 2 also up into the north, all the way around to the north tunnel, while the rest of the team tries to make headway in through the side U here, eventually getting up to the objective where you kind of collapse around it from both the north, the sides, and the south. Obviously hitting the OBJ from all angles is the best way to attack this objective coordinated, but also the hardest and oftentimes only seen executed by the top teams in the league. So if we do see a play like that come through, I'll definitely be giving the team props. It does take a lot of pre-planning, so to speak, a lot of scrim practice, preparation, play practice, and
holy shit, the things you can do without cover.
We'll see how Homeland Esports do for round number
go around left.
5.
I would play it safe. We can do a 3
of map 3.
Alright, and then we can have 2 split.
never mind. I'll go right.
But, or 2-2. Just take cover and be quiet.
And it doesn't look like they're going to go for a full encirclement. It does look like they're going to go for an aggressive push. 2 already caught out from Alchemist's side. Mech very far away. They're expecting that rotation, and oh no, a team kill comes through here. And the opportunity for a res very limited. Oh, that's a good nade toss. Blitz gets picked up by the shrapnel, but is resable. Glad should be able to scoop that up. In the meanwhile, Grenade has swung around and could be entering in through the other side as Khaled hunts for Llama here. Those shots don't connect, and the smokes are coming out. Homeland Esports looking to take this round if they can. Oh, that nade confirmed the team kill. Llama finds Khaled over the top. On objective defense still strong, and Homeland Esports not be able to get this one just yet. 3-2. Both attackers sort of stuck on the same side. It's dangerous. They commit to an aggressive swing out here. Blitz and Grenade could go down.
You hear him?
Nice flash right onto Llama. Completely blinds him. The C4 detonation called for, catches out Grenade, and Blitz could drop back for the res. Llama's trying to get the confirm. Can't find that confirm on the corner though. Blitz here are just working their way up. They're where everyone's looking. Blitz can't catch Llama. They should be aware of the...
One downed on my side.
Especially now of Llama's position. And Blitz actually now aware that grenade is down, if they weren't already, because the callouts are there. Oh, and that footstep from Blitz.
Guys coming up on the right.
Flash comes out from Blitz. Oh, a nade, actually. Llama of Death is down. Blitz could drop back, get the res on the grenade, turn this into a 2-2.
Peeking.
Gonna go for the confirm. Now's the rotation, and this play could work out for Blitz. This could be a nice swing into a 2-2 for Homeland Esports if they get back in time. Grenade's been down for a while, and they only have 2 minutes to get back and get the res, and it has been probably about a minute and a half since this down, if not more. This revive needs to come through, and Grenade's calling it out. Yeah, you need to get this through. Will they get the right one, though, is the question, and they do. Grenade is up. It's a 2-2 play here for Homeland. Little bait, trying to use the audio of the pistol landing as a distraction, but no one's that close to hear it. Everyone pretty, well, the only 2 defenders back over towards objective. Sniper's here, and Blitz has heard these footsteps. One sniper flies out. Grenade can't connect over the top. That mound just shutting down those bullets from connecting. A big play there. Oof. Now it's a very hard corner here to peek. Mech up over the top is going to be the first target to try and find. I don't think Grenade can see that movement from Mech there. And eventually Grenade is going to have to try and push in here with a minute 15 left. Try and do something. And all right. Get across. This syringe in case they need to heal themselves. Pick up a flashbang there. Another one is on the ground and available, but it's a bit on the corner. Don't know if Grenade wants to make that commitment to it, but now send themselves up through the tunnel. The timer on their clock gonna tick off. That flash. Not quite far enough as it catches and bounces off the roof. Just caused the rotation from Mech, and Grenade nearly catches that out. Mech's looking to hit this frag toss. It's a good toss. Grenade's going to push past it, and Sniper's there to connect. Alchemist are holding on.
Back is real.
Have tied, or not tied, excuse me, but have put up 2 rounds in a row. And are on the verge of tying this game up, and now actually a real risk presenting itself to Homeland Esports if the cap comes through its series into the hands of Alchemist. And so there is a potential map point here for Alchemist if they go for the cap. Homeland Esports simply have to defend, and then they will lock in the Series W off of 2 map wins. Either way, this series has been a stellar back and forth, and I love to see this early in the season teams so competitive and duking it out so evenly back and forth. So fun to tune into, and well, both of these teams don't want to lose. They are so far undefeated in their season. 1 win for Homeland, 2 for Alchemist, and you know, if Alchemist can do this, they go into a nice 3-game win streak to kick off Season 12. Not much of a better start than that. See what they do on their comeback here as we pop in
Okay.
round number 6.
Clicks on your mics too. Love you guys. Clicks on your mics.
99, 01, 62.
Watching the rollout here. Does look a bit more like I suggested in terms of encroaching the objective from several entry points. Whereas Homeland tried to commit to an early aggressive push off of their spawn, which was smart considering their fast spawn. Alchemist, with a different spawn point, have opted for a bit of a slower approach. So we're going to really have to keep our attention split across this entire rotation here. For the middle, from Ninja Salad and Llama all the way up to the north, where we do have Mech making their rotation in from the north side. And so I think this is, again, a very good way to attack this objective, but super hard to properly sync up because the timings of when and where you get to these entry points are all very different. As an example, Sniper is nearly on objective. The next tunnel down enters to the OBJ, and so he has to wait. Cannot push too far forward. Even this peak is a bit risky, as sometimes defenders do hold this lane. Meanwhile, the edge coming in from Llama Death, south, the north, coming in from both Coffin and Mech. Again, got to kind of track several different entry points here. Sniper, what they're doing now is searching for Blitz. They're looking for a defender up on this sand dune. Snow dune. Snow berm. And Sniper is going to find it, but with several angles on from both Lord and Blitz, that kill comes through. And so now, we only have to keep our attention split two ways. It seems like Llama and Ninja are entering in from the side. Grenade definitely distracted by the comms of the audio of at least Ninja here. Llama in the meanwhile off the back gets downed by Grenade, who does find time to find that pick. Maybe throws Ninja off. In the meantime, the North getting close to making their entry. Alchemist cannot lose this round, or they go down to the likes of Homeland Esports, and their potential at a 3-game win streak is shut down. Homeland Esports obviously want to kick off the series with 2 wins. Excuse me, the season with 2 wins, and that's what's at stake for them. A nice pickup there from Mech. Cuts down the defense just a touch. And uh-oh, a botch nade. Oh, that is fortunate that it's just a flash. Could have been bad news if that nade landed. Grenade magnet almost connects with Mech, but nothing.
Have any utility?
Nope. They have 3.
Flash is coming in, up and over. Blitz deep on that backside has a great angle here onto this push. Can do some serious damage if they don't catch them out there. Alchemist not letting this go. Grenade magnet actually exposed to a potential line of sight here from Mech if they peek up and over or off the edge. Several shooters here. Capricorn and Magnet both kind of suppressed down. Smoke comes in. And Mech actually gets Grenade Magnet. This is the play from Alchemist. They might actually be looking for the cap. On objective, defense is down. The smoke is here. They have to crash onto the objective. Pero flashes out. No push coming in for the cap attempt just yet. Pero is here. Utility coming in, trying to shut this down, but that smoke, a defensive smoke, I think, at that, really hurting them. Pero actually going to use it. It dissipates, and now there's trouble. That whole side exposed and open. Pero just barely limiting themselves to Laughing Coffin's line of sight through the crates. Still hasn't caught him. There's the pick on Pero. Alchemist looking to tie this up, and they do. What was looking like a solid hold from Homeland Esports leads us to a map 3 decider, 3-3 final round. And in chat, Crazy Dave popping in. Infamous last words. Mini 0-3 comebacks. And that missed cap on the signal hanger is looking a bit like a bigger deal. Two very wise statements from you, Crazy Dave. Not so crazy in my opinion, my friend. Those are spot on. I couldn't agree more. The comeback is real. Alchemist gathering themselves on the brink of a loss and thirsty for a third series win here. Thirsty for their third win this season. The trouble is, of course, is that they have not necessarily excelled on the range so far. Homeland Esports have done great to coordinate their attacks on these bigger, more open objectives. And that is where we're headed for the final OBJ. So maybe an opportunity for Homeland Esports here. Obviously, the only opportunity for either team as we get into the final round of the final map. Round number 7, map 3. The huddles are in effect from both sides.
3 of us, the 3 going this way. We need to go.
I'm coming. Give me some.
Bud, stand at attention. You got this. If you win, you can drink 3 beers. How about that? Also, pillbox is this way, guys. You could have went this way for pillbox. Just saying. Cled. You're beautiful. You know that? You're good at the game.
Guys. All right. Who's with us? It's me, Pero, and Cap.
And motivation.
Cap.
Trying to keep the team motivated, off of tilt. You do not want your squad to mentally start to degrade, and it is tough when you're Homeland Esports position and you've just lost 3 unanswered points. When the series is on the line and the pressure is on, definitely gets tough. Seeing a similar style here from the likes of Homeland Esports, using their LMGs to distract and suppress down into the objective. And try and push in from the other side. The trouble is not many eyes are drawn here. And you have the likes of Mech and Coffin still covering. Ninja catches out Blitz. Alchemist kick this off with 2 huge picks. One up over the top of Lake and one back at objective. Capricorn trying to get a refrag, but...
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't know.
Homeland feeling the hurt here. Not DC, he got shot. He'll be shot the same person if Lord Capricorn isn't careful. Next there in the trade. Opens up the middle entry for Pero.
Rush anything too fast.
But they are into a 2v4 now. Grenade with a risky cross here. Luckily, no one holding this line of sight. Not so risky. But it comes down to Pero and Grenade. Seems like they're going to continue to try and push from this south side. Not going to utilize that lake because they already lost one over the top of it. Trouble is coming up through the middle, not necessarily easy either. We do have a late angle from a Luma sniper. But maybe there's a route to work their way up through the center here, at the very least up until Llama of Death's position. But Homeland could get dangerously close to this objective. Wonder if Ninja is going to continue to commit to this flank. They are really getting away from this objective. And while at times like these with 3-3, the OBJ cap isn't your biggest concern, you're really just looking to win the round with kills, that can lead you to do things that maybe you wouldn't normally. Get a little bit over aggressive on defense when if you had just stayed tucked in, it could have paid off. I think Pero's going to have to deal with Sniper here. No, they're not. They're not going to even see each other unless Pero continues to push up here. Yep. Sniper catches that out. Ninja continuing the flank here. And Grenade trapped in a 1v4. Alchemist are looking to lock this in. Oh, and Grenade's not going to go and avoid Illuma Sniper. And if anything, they're going to get tagged up a little bit. Laughing Coffin finding some rounds off of the corner there. Sniper heard that connect. Ninja's coming in from the back and misses Magnet. Until now, the shot comes through, and Alchemist come back with 4 unanswered points and take the series from Homeland Esports. Wow. What a fantastic battle that we tuned in here to today. Both of these teams looking great, in my opinion. I mean, we saw fantastic coordination from both squads. Mistakes as well, but I'm confident that they will be learned from and patched up in future matches because both of these teams definitely coming out into this second week swinging. I would be surprised if we didn't see a challenge match come out from Homeland Esports. I very much like suspect that they will try and go for a win this week as well. But again, those challenges have a risk. If you do lose, it's obviously 2 losses in a week instead of just 1. And so maybe they'll wait for their next matchup in week 3. But either way, a great battle, and the end scoreline is 11-7. So a pretty close series, but that 0-4 on Shipyard really helping Alchemist out and pushing them up in rank a little bit more off of this W. And they're now on a 3-game win streak, so definitely a squad that we'll want to keep an eye on, see how they progress throughout the course of the ladder and regular season for Season 12, but a hard-earned win by the likes of Alchemist, coming back from a cargo loss, Shipyard 4-0, and coming back from a 3-0 start on Snow Peak. Shout out to everyone that did tune in. A shout out to all the new followers. I do really appreciate everybody that has come through. And then following, I see Mick Whipperton, Kiwi Gun Gamer, Ruchi VR, Grease Factory, James, Crofto, Aziras, The Pled, Coco, Young Perp. We appreciate everyone that has come through and dropped that follow over the course of this series. Welcome in, and be sure to catch more action. But for now, that'll be it from me on the desk. My name has been NightFiree with 2 E's. Thank you so much for tuning in. A quick shout out to our current sponsors, VRML, ProTube VR. I don't have my ProTube right next to me, but a great mount to stabilize your aim in shooters. HyperX, VR Cover, Asterion, all companies coming together to sponsor the VRML, offering into that prize pool that teams are ultimately competing for at the end of the season. So big shout out to them. We do appreciate all of our sponsors that come together. Also a new sponsor, Border Foods. They are one of the largest Taco Bell franchises in the Midwest. They are a fantastic company to work for, offering fair working wages, scholarship opportunities, career paths. If you're looking for a first job or a career, I do recommend you check out Border Foods. But also to see more about that sponsorship, you can do !Border Foods. It'll head you on over to borderfoods.com/VRML, where you can learn more about our sponsorship, find out all the participating locations, and see if there's a store near you that you want to work for. Either way, it's a big opportunity for VRML to be expanding outside of our VR brands. And so I'm hopeful that it will lead to more sponsorships and obviously bigger prize pools. And again, a shout out to everyone tuning in, but that'll be it for me. My name's NightFiree with 2 E's. I will see you all probably Thursday for another cast, and definitely Saturday and Sunday for our venues broadcasts. So catch me then. Until then, stay classy.